and sabr. You don't understand why, but you just have to have faith about the unseen. Okay? You are not confused about this now? No problem. Good. Now, before we touch on belief in Qada is essential for Iman, I'd like to share with you in one of the hadiths of Sahih Muslim from Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As said, I heard the Prophet ﷺ say, look at this saying, I read the meaning, Allah wrote the decree of His creation 50,000 years before He created the heaven and the earth. Not in the book, not in that book yet. No, I just quote in. Then I'll come into that. Allah wrote the decree of His creation 50,000 years before He created the heavens and the earth. Then He, Allah said, His throne, al-arsh, is above the water. Al-arsh, al-ma. I'm just quote what the Prophet said first. When the Prophet said this, companion of the Prophet ﷺ have the understanding, if Allah have wrote everything, He knows everything. He knows where is your ending, where you're going to paradise or hell, then what is the purpose for us to strive? We just follow. I mean, they also have their understanding. But the Prophet said, that is not the way for you to believe in Qada and Qadar. Allah is telling us about His knowledge. He is saying you cannot hide, you cannot pretend with Allah. With human you can hide, you can pretend. I pretend to love you in front of you, I smile at you, behind I'll curse you. You can do all this, but you cannot pretend from Allah. He's telling you beforehand, don't act in front of Him. This is not a movie. Allah knows what is in your heart. But because we don't know about the unseen, you just have to do what you have to do, that's all. Allah just wants us to know He knew everything. He knows what is going to happen. Now, let's go back to the book first. A person is not considered a believer until he has the correct belief in Qadar. Ali radiallahu anhu reported that our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "La yu'minu abdun hatta yu'mina bi arba. Yashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa anni rasulullah ba'athani bil haqq wa yu'min bil ba'thi ba'da al maut wa yu'min bil qadri kulli." A person will not truly believe unless he fulfills 4 things. Number 1, of course, he has to testify there is no true God except Allah. You must believe in Allah. Number 2, he testified that I am Allah's messenger, believe in the prophets. Number 3, he believed that there will be a resurrection after death, al-akhirah. And number 4, he believed in all of Qadr. Everything. You cannot just choose what you want to believe, and sometimes you just don't want to believe. Now, to make it easier, anything to do with Qadr, the Qadar will lead you towards that. The Qadar will lead you towards that. Now, you cannot say this is part of the Qadar yet until it happened. Always remember that. Don't say, this is Qadr before it happened. Understand that? Understand that? I think I'm going to fall sick. No. You think only, okay, but you don't say it's Qadr yet. When you fall sick, it's Qadr. It's Qadr. When it happened, before happening, you cannot say. You have no knowledge about what is going to happen. I want to get involved in a business. A friend told me this is a good business. You just go in and in 3 months you get a lot. So you went into that business. And we have all the lawyer, we have this, you can trust it. And then you know that at the end it's a scam. What's going to happen to you? When it happened, that is called Qadr. You see, you have no idea. Your intention is good to invest, to get some extra income. Maybe your intention, I get more, I will do more for Allah. Good intention. And somebody who came to you and said to you, is your friend. But friend is friend. When money is concerned, money is money. Even children now. Brother and sister fight because of the property of the parent. Brother is brother, sister is sister. But when money is money. Things have changed because, why? Because our upbringing, we are not focusing on the value. We just give ritual and then we leave it to them. We never really coach our children, make them feel that Allah, love is very important. Paradise is more important than anything. To enter paradise, you just have to follow. Don't argue. But this hadith is just one of the hadiths, because when the Prophet ﷺ, he didn't bring the other part. Angel is not here. The book is not here. Yeah? But when you believe in Allah, whatever Allah wants you to believe, you must believe. And that's how you believe in Allah. If Allah said angel, you believe in angel. Allah said jinn, you believe in jinns. You cannot choose anymore. Now Jabir bin Abdullah reported that Prophet Muhammad said again, لا يؤمن عبد حتى يؤمن بالقدر خيره وشره حتى يعلم أن ما أصابه لم يكن يخطئه وأن ما أخطأه لم يكن ليصيبه. A person cannot, or is not a believer until he believes in Qadr, whether good or bad. You must believe even good thing, part of the Qadr and Qadr, bad thing or part of Qadr and Qadr. Remember what I said last week? When something happened to us, what did the Prophet always remind his ummah? No, one of that. Qadr Allah wa ma sha'a fa'al. The second one. Remember? Very short reminder from Prophet Muhammad. Allahu Akbar. Yeah. Ittaqillah wasbir. Ittaqillah wasbir. Be faithful to Allah and have patience. Don't let whatever happened to you disturb your iman. You know, sometimes good thing, wow, alhamdulillah, something bad. Now your iman is shaken. And remember the other dua the Prophet recommend us to recite? We always recite in the beginning of our class. There are so many. They have something to do with your iman. Come on. And this is important for us to have the right. And anytime people talk, we know how to relate the dua with qada and qadr. Ya muqallibal qulub, thabbit qulubana ala dini wa ala ta'atik. The one who twists and turns our hearts, we ask Allah to make our hearts steadfast, strong, good time, bad time. I will not have any doubts with Allah. I share with you one story about this first. There was a Muslimah, came to the Prophet. She was not well, in pain. He said, Ya Rasulullah, can you make dua? May Allah heal me, stop me from going through all this pain and suffering. Because of this pain, the epilepsy and all this kind of thing, my aura is being exposed. When you are, then you cannot control yourself, your aura is being exposed. The Prophet asked her, do you prefer to go to paradise, or you want this kind of sickness to end here? You want to be better, or you want to go to paradise? Paradise is not here. But this wise woman, if there is, you give me a choice, you want to be better here and no paradise, but I go through some pain, I got paradise. Okay, I want paradise, Ya Rasulullah. If us, I think that may become better first. Paradise, I will think about it later on. Okay. But you see how they respond. They value paradise more than anything else. We can't value paradise because we can't see, but the iman towards the unseen is so strong. But then she came back to the Prophet, and now her dua is different. Oh, say, Ya Rasulullah, I don't mind to go on with all this suffering, as long as I know that my ending is paradise. But I'm worried that my aura will be exposed because of that. Can you just ask Allah to make sure I will not expose my aura? That means I'm still controlling. I know how to control my aura. I'm in control about my aura. The Prophet said, is that what you want? He said, yes. You see, he don't care about the pain now. He just made sure that while she is having all the pain, she will not expose her aura. The Prophet made prayer for her for that. And the result of this is that she is one of the people of paradise. Even you have pain. That's why the Prophet, a person is not a believer until he believes in Qadr, whether good or bad, so that he would know that whatever happened to him could not have missed him, and whatever missed him will not have happened to him. If Allah said this will not happen, it will not happen. But when it happened, first thing, you accept rida and have patience to face the trial. That's all. And hold on to what Allah wants you to do. If Allah says, seek for cure, go and seek for cure. If Allah says, even you are in this stage, you don't miss your prayer. Don't say, how can I pray, oh Allah? I'm not in the good situation now. I cannot focus. Do what you can. You cannot stand, pray while sitting. And we have a problem lately we have seen some video maybe talking about wrong, not accepted the prayer if your ruku and your sujud is in the same level. That means if you can stand while praying, you only cannot go down for sujud. Then if you don't do it properly, your prayer will not be accepted. Have you seen this video? Yeah? Now it makes people very confused again now. So now people who are being, you offer them a chair to sit because of they cannot go down sujud. Now he is blaming people who is helping them. See, because of you, my prayer is not being accepted already. You see, we have good intention, but the way we approach is not correct. If a person said, if you cannot go down for sujud, if you want to pray while standing, then you stand all the way. Only in sujud, between the two and the tahiyat, you sit. You understand that? You want me to demonstrate to you all so that you have the better understanding? Okay. They say, it's a saying, some opinion, It's good you have your opinion, but you don't go and say that your prayer is not valid. He said, put a chair behind you. You cannot go sujud, but you can make ruku, like us, those who cannot go down sujud. You make takbir. When you come to ruku, and then up again, Sami Allahu liman hamida, Rabbana lakal hamd. Sujud, Allah. You don't sit. Still stand. Sleeping between two sujud. Then you sit. Yeah. You understand that, eh? Now, don't forget one basic thing. In prayer, Allah and our Prophet want you to do what you can. Fattaqallah mastata'tum, whatever you can. If you can make ruku' properly, you should make ruku' properly. And the Prophet have informed us, when you make ruku', make sure that your back is straight if possible. Now, if you cannot go for sujud because of your knee, but you can go for normal ruku' and do it properly. You don't do like this. Who give you the idea you should do like this? Oh, you see, because there must be a difference between ruku' and sujud. Fair enough. What is the difference now? You are doing ruku' in a proper manner when you can while you are standing. So when you want to go for sujud, you can't go down, and that's why you sit and you try your best to go down as far as you can. That's how you do things. But the way they create this issue, the new issue, it made a lot of people who are having knee problem starting to have doubts about what they are doing. And then you are telling them that your prayer is not valid because you don't make sujud, you make two ruku'. You will know when is you make ruku' and when is your sujud. You will know. We don't understand why we are so confused about our own religion. Do whatever you can. Islam is about fattaqallah mastata'tum. This is what, if we are not careful, the younger generation will come to know more. It's non-practical. And that's why in mainland, you understand when I said mainland, yeah? Okay. If you go and pray and just sit on the chair, they also say wrong. You must have a table. The chair must come with a table. Why? When you go roko, of course, you put your hand on your knee, and then you go to whatever level you can. When you make sujood, 7 parts of the body must be on the ground, and that's why they want you to have some and hit the ground. Yeah. But even you do that, you still fail to put your 2 knees. You have your forehead, your nose, but your knee is not there. Maybe your toes is still there. No, you feel very sad, no? Because we know when we are traveling and then when we are praying, the others say, haram, haram. You must repeat, you must sit there. Yeah, if you have something to help to guide you, no problem. That is just to make things easier. You are not confused when in roko, it's okay. But Allah have make it so easy, to have that kind of chair with the table is bulky. I caught some photos, I think maybe you want to try to to call the carpenter here to come up with this few set, but it take a lot of space. But I'm saying that everybody had good intention, but they are not going back to basic. The basic teaching of Islam, do your level best. It's not something that you are playing around. Whatever happened or bad, we accept it first. Have faith in Allah. Don't let your faith, your iman shaken because of something bad. Even good thing happen to us. You see what happened when good thing happen to us? If Allah give us health, we misuse our health. Allah give us wealth, we misuse our wealth. Also, it's a musibah. It is also a part of Qadr. Allah give you more, and Allah is going to ask you more. When Allah give you less, He asks you less. If you're in pain, Allah will ask you. In the day of judgment, He can ask you everything. How do you feel? Do you still remember me? You still call upon me, or you go and call the bomo and all? No, you still call me. And that's good. You still remember me. Zaid bin Sabit, Ubay bin Ka'ab, and others reported that the Prophet said, "Law anna Allah azza wa jalla ard." To the end, if Allah were to punish the people of His heaven and earth, He would not then be unfair to them. Allah is telling us, because Allah is adil. Yeah. Allah is always fair and just. He would not then be unfair to them. And if He was to show mercy to them, His mercy would surely exceed their deeds. Our deed is so little, but Allah's reward is so great. To show that His mercy exceeds your deeds. By right, one good deed, you get 1 reward. No. Through His mercy, He gives you 10 rewards to 700, and sometimes unlimited reward. His mercy is part of His mercy. It's like when we spend on our children, do we spend with love and mercy, or we calculate? Love and mercy. We don't care. If I can give you better, I'll give you better. Even I eat the lesser one, I give you the best one. Is that what happened to us as mother? Or you take the good one, the last one, baki you give the children? You give the best to your husband too. There are some men, no, you don't sit and eat with him. You treat him first. And you are just there watching, and he's eating. In the time of Umar ibn Khattab, Allahu Akbar, this great man, when he was the leader, he went to visit some leader from the state level. Then they come out, with food. Where this food is being carried, the plate is being carried by 6 servants. You know how big, the plate is. 6 people have to carry. And then they put it in front of Al-Khalif, Umar ibn Khattab, and welcome him to start to eat. But all the 6 guys cannot sit there, cannot eat. They are on the way out already. So Omar said, you don't eat together? No, this is only for people like you. They don't eat with people they eat behind. He said, if that is the case, I will not eat. Allah. See this great man? But all this good value, who show to the world? Nobody, except those who have the knowledge. He said, I will not eat separately and they eat separate. If you want me to eat, I want all of them to come and eat with me. Now he's a leader, he can do that. But the way they treat the servant, the worker, he don't like. There was a time that suddenly the cost of the meat become very expensive. And there's a time Omar said, I will not eat meat. But he is not going vegetarian, no. He refused to eat meat because it's expensive, and because when he don't eat, everybody also stop eating. Not the price of the meat. Why? When there's a demand, they can play with that. When there's no demand, then you have to be fair to everybody. You're not supposed to be greedy and just think of making money, and you forget. You cannot exploit other people. His mercy to them exceed their deeds. And if you were to spend gold as much as the mountain of Uhud for Allah's cause, He would not accept it from you until you believe in Qadr. You can do a lot of good deeds. When you have doubt in Qadr and Qadr, you have problem. You reject one of the pillar of Iman, all the deed is gone. And until you realize that whatever happened to you could not have missed you, and whatever missed you could not have happened to you. You must have that kind of belief. When you try your best to do what you have to do as a believer, then whatever happened at the end, just accept it. Rida, ittaqillah, have faith, qada, sabr. Okay? Allah is going to test every one of us. The test may not come from you because, alhamdulillah, we have so many experience in our life and we have grown to 50, 60, alhamdulillah. But it may come from the family members. You give the best to your children, now the children is going to come back to you. You have family, other family, brothers and sisters, now they are going to come after you. The test may come from many, many areas. You just have to have faith and remember. Qada and Qadr is a very, very powerful article of Iman. This is something you face every day. Believe in the Prophet, only the name of the Prophet, but the teaching a bit here and there. Okay, but Qada and Qadr is something to do with your daily life. Have you experienced that you have good friend, suddenly your good friend betray you? Have you experienced that? What are you going to do? Commit suicide? He loves you to go and die, you know. Now he's so powerful, he can kill you without doing anything, just by betraying you, you did. We have people who have problems, and they are starting to do this to their hand. You know, when we realize, we say, please, do you have children? Yes. Your children need you. But you know, my man is not kind to me. He is a man, you're a woman. You don't die because of him. You don't live because of him. You live because of Allah. You die because of Allah. He don't do what he have to do, he will be responsible towards Allah. But you have children. Your children need you. Remember that. We will try what Qada Allah upon you. Suddenly, the husband just blocked every call. Now, when you marry a foreigner, this is to alert all our good sisters. Yeah? Sometimes we love to have a son-in-law, daughter-in-law from different countries. It's okay. We are open as long as they are good Muslim. You know, they also have the family on the other side. Now we love the grandchildren. Then suddenly they want to move back. Do you feel very sad? Do you feel very sad? Normally when these children are very close to you, suddenly they are going to move. Yeah. Overseas, do you feel sad sometimes? Yes. If you don't love them so much, you don't feel sad. But when you love them so much, you give them everything when they're with you. They make you so happy. Every single day you look at them, they come to nanny, grandma, wow, it make you so happy. And now you can, it's okay to open, but you must be ready to depart. You must remember the Qada of Allah is you are from two different countries. They may have a plan to move back to the other side of the family. You cannot say, no. It can be the Qada and Qadr too. But if you want to plan for them to stay, you try. But if they choose to be one side, Alhamdulillah. But also a test from the other party. See? When you marry a foreigner, this is the test you have to prepare. You want to bring an additional family member to the house. Now, your loved one have to leave you. Plus, your 2, 3 children, grandchildren who have to depart. Wow. It breaks the hearts. It can break if you are not strong. But that is part of Qada and Qadar. When it happened, before it happened, you can pray, oh Allah. Ask. You can ask because we don't know. Whatever happened to you could not have missed you. Whatever misses you could not have happened to you. Don't worry. And this is where the belief in when it happened. Before that, you can plan, you can make prayer, but when it happened, you cannot say, why Allah don't answer my prayer? Remember, it's Allah who decides, and also you don't have the right to ask Allah why. With Allah, you don't ask why. Just learn how to accept, rida, and move forward. There is a great punishment for denying Qadr. Denying Qadr is a grave act of disbelief that lead to punishment in both lives. As for this life, Abdullah bin Umar reported, our Prophet have said, يَكُونُ فِي أُمَّتِي قَصْفٌ. My ummah will witness earthquakes and transmutation into animals befalling those who deny Qadar. This is what the Prophet have reminded us. When people keep on denying Qadar, and Allah can send a very strong signal, and the signal is coming. Earthquakes is happening and keep on happening. Yeah. When zilzala happened quite often, the Prophet said, this is a sign. But make sure your heart will not be shaken by the earthquake. Yeah. And transmutation into animals befalling those who deny Qadr. You remember which group of people who Allah punished them and they become pigs and monkey? Who are they? These are the people who said they believe in the Old Testament. When Prophet Moses passed away, they know that they are forbidden to go to the sea on Saturday, Sabbath. It's part of Allah Qadr. I fixed. You can do anything, but Saturday, no. Allah who decide, not them, not they, but Allah Qadr again. That particular day that Allah forbid them going for fishing, you can see the fish jumping up and oh, wow. How can, man, you say, I missed this beautiful day. This is the best day for me, for my catch. We should go. But now they also use their rationale. Okay, you don't allow us to fish on that day. We will put the net. Yeah. Before, and then we will come and collect on Sunday. Now, you think Allah do not know what you have in your mind? When Allah said no means no, khalas. And because these people twist and turn, play around with the hukum of Allah, what happened to them? When they came back to the land, the elders become pig. The young one, they become monkey. Maybe because of that they said, I think the theory of Darwin must started from there. That we human came from apes, from monkey. But only that group who went to the sea. Not all of them. Furthermore, a severe punishment in the next life await those who deny Qadar. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu reported that the pagans, now brother and sister, remember when we talk about pagan, here always refer to Quraysh. But pagan is for that time. Everywhere people worship a lot of other than Allah. Trees, spirit, all the spirit of the mountain, spirit of the sea. These are the ritual of the pagans. And it's everywhere. Not only among the Arabs. And that's why you see until today you have all this kind of belief. And then now people take it like a culture festival. People are taking this kind of paganism, kind of action into culture and make it a festival. يوم يسحبون في النار على وجوههم ذوقوا مس سقر إن كل شيء خلقناه بقدر. In Surah Qamar verses 48 and 49. Allah said, the day the wrongdoer will be dragged into the fire on their faces. They will be dragged, with their faces down, and will be told, taste the touch of the burner. Indeed, we created all things with Qadr. You deny the Qadr. Everything Allah created, there is a Qadr. Defining Qada and Qadr, Allah decree is usually described with two terms, Qada and Qadr. In this section, we discuss the meaning and relationship of these two terms. The word Qada together with its derivative appear more than 60 times in the Quran. It has various meanings that are mostly of the following form. Of course, the word Qada have many meanings, so it's good to have some basic understanding about just the word Qada. Example number 1, rulings, ordainment or legislation. For example, Allah says, وَقَضَى وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. And your Lord, Allah, has ruled, command you, and make it clear to all of us that you do not worship anyone except Him. Don't commit shirk. And that you render good treatment to both parents. And you must be kind to the parents. The word Qada is being used. This Qada is the rule that Allah has set for the believer. You only worship me alone, and you must be kind to your parent. Now the word Qada again used in Surah Ahzab verse 36. وَمَا كَانَ لِمُؤْمِنٍ وَلَا مُؤْمِنَةٍ. This ayat we always quote. إِذَا قَضَى اللَّهُ وَرَسُولُهُ أَمْرًا أَنْ يَكُونَ لَهُمُ الْخِيَارَةُ مِنْ أَمْرِهِمْ. It is not for a believing man or woman when Allah and His Messenger have ruled in a matter, have decided a matter. That means Allah said this, the Prophet said that. Khalas. So it is not right for any believing man or woman when Allah and His Messenger have ruled in a matter, qada, they should thereafter have any choice about their decision. No. If Allah have said this, the Prophet have made it clear, you have no choice. If you are a believing man and woman, if you still choose other than what Allah have qada upon you to do, then Allah said, وَمَا يَعْصِ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ فَقَدْ ضَلَّ ضَلَالًا مُبِينًا. You have disobeyed Allah. You go against His rule. You go against His qada. You think you can change the qada. You think your rule is better. No. And this is what happened to all of us today. We always entertain our feeling more than what Allah wants us to. We never try to discipline our desire of feeling to obey the qada of Allah, the rule of Allah. Of course, we have a lot of problems. Yeah. That's why our problem never ends. Because we learn, but we never act upon what we learn. After that, we go back, people discuss, now we start to entertain. Okay, what Allah said about this. What the Prophet said about this. This is something that every one of us who are learning about Qada and Qadr, about Quran Sunnah, must be firm with. People can say anything they want to say. There is the freedom Allah have given them. But remember, the best freedom is the freedom that is guided. We ask Allah for guidance every day. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. So let us exercise our freedom that Allah have given us, the freedom to choose, but let us choose what Allah wants us to choose. Is that easy? Is that easy? It's easy. What Allah wants us to do is always easy. But Allah has said in the Quran, I never make this religion difficult. When you don't want to choose and follow the way of Allah, that is where the problems start. My way, your way. There's no conclusion in the future. The second one that I just want to share with all of you. هل ينظرون إلا أن يأتيهم الله في ظلل من الغمام والملائكة وقدر أمر وإلى الله ترجع الأمور بقرة verses 210. Do they wait or do they await but that Allah should come to them in covers of clouds together with the angel, and the matter is then concluded, and to Allah all affairs are returned. Some people are waiting that Allah should come down with the angel on the cloud, and they want to see something like that. In the movie you can see that. Why the movie, the Sudong Kong movie, the power of Thor, they have problem above them, they send all the problem down to the earth. There's no fighting on the heaven because Allah is controlling them. The jinn also have no power to do anything. They just come and get some secret down and then create mischief here. This is what we believe. So we don't believe in all this fantasy talking about the heavenly kingdom is having war. So now the war is been sent down to the earth. فَوَقَزَاهُ مُوسَى فَقَضَى عَلَيْهِ. So Musa punched him, a guy among the Egyptian. They were fighting with the Jew, where the Jew was in Egypt. And then Moses helped his people. He went and punched that guy, thereby finishing. His punch killed that guy. He didn't have the intention to kill. He just wanted to protect his people. He go and give him a punch or a slap. But Allah's Qada, just inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi. Then what happened to Moses? A warrant was released. I want him dead or alive. Part of the Qada to Moses is then Moses have to make migration. Living in the palace, as the adopted son of Pharaoh. Now he have to go to Madian and see the small deeds that he have done and the reward that he get, part of Qada. What happened to Moses when he went to Madian, an area called Madian? What happened? Anybody remember? He was sitting near, resting, and there's a well there. And then they saw a lot of men is struggling, taking water for their animals and for themselves. And two sisters, It's just waiting for their time, and they ask, how can we go? You look at them. Yes, they're rushing, we can't. They don't allow women to go in. He went in and then pass it to the girl. That is his deed. Just get some water and pass it to the girl. What is the reward? He was alone. Yeah. As a lone ranger there, nobody, he knows no one. He's a stranger. But because of one good deed, he just get some water, pass it to the two ladies. They went home, they talked to the father, and confirmed, not only they brought him back to the family, they gave him a job. Steady job, 8 years. Contract. Normally contract 2 years only here. 8 years contract. And if you want to add, you're welcome. So he got a job for 8 years. Allah. See the good deeds. Just water. We thought water upon. No. You don't know. Later, that the reward is so great. 8 years job. Confirm. Food is there, accommodation is there. Plus what? Plus a wife. Allah. You see, the Qada of Allah is so unique. You don't know. Allahu Akbar. This is just some example to understand. Did Moses want to slap that guy to kill him? No. Yeah. And whose Qada is that? It's not Moses, it's Allah. If you look at how it moved, how the storyline is, if this don't happen, Moses don't have to run away. You see? Then he will never meet that two lady. Yeah, see, Allah planned everything. Allahu Akbar. You just have to, when it happened, just ready for it. And that's what Moses was ready. He didn't even plan to leave Egypt because he had been living in the palace with all the comfort. But now, when this thing happened, and people came and advised, Moses, you were to cabut. And then Allah Qadr, he left. Allahu Akbar. The third thing, فَقَدَاهُنَّ سَبْعَ سَمَوَاتِ فِي يَوْمَيْنِ. And Allah said, then after rising above the heaven, He made them 7 heaven within 2 days. Allah said so. If He said 2 days, we said 2 days. Number 4, Allah's decision or decree in accordance with His prior knowledge. For example, Allah says, بَدِئُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَإِذَا قَضَى أَمْرًا فَإِنَّمَا يَقُولُ لَهُ كُنْ فَيَكُونُ. Baqarah verses 117. He is the originator of the heavens and the earth. When He, Allah, decrees a matter, any matter is up to Him. Small, big, good, bad, He only have to say be and is be. And this ayah also is something that we have shared with all of you. And Allah says, وَكَانَ أَمْرًا مَقْدِيًّا. And it is, and is a conception, is a matter already decreed. Whatever going to happen to Isa and so on, is also a matter that Allah have confirmed. Alhamdulillah, brothers and sisters, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strengthen our iman towards the Qada and the Qadr of Allah. But everybody, if you still have problem in understand, you can only understand better and better when something happens. When something happened to you, to your family member, to anybody, if you are not sure how to handle, go back to the scholar and seek their guidance from the Quran and Sunnah. Then you have a better understanding. Oh, okay. Then you are guided again. That's why I say, be guided. Then you have to ask. Yeah? Sometimes when you're overconfident, you thought that you may understand it wrongly. And you share this with other people, and people got the wrong understanding. And that is where the misconception about Qada and Qadr start. Yeah? May Allah guide all of us. Ameen. If there's any question, now we open for Q&A. Fatafaddal. Yes.
Assalamualaikum Ustaz.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
About the four groups,
The four groups.
Muslim groups, besides the difference in their belief, or their view on what is Qada and Qadar, what are other? Is there any other differences
No,
that make them?
they only have the problem. That's why they are. The difference is on this aqidah of Qada and Qadar. The rest they don't have.
And my second question is on Qadar. Qada, if it's everything is already decided by Allah, so if we, after we have done everything in certain situation, we have done our best,
Okay.
but then it doesn't turn out to be a good outcome.
Okay.
Then we can believe that it's already fated,
Okay.
but can we say I've made the wrong decision?
No. You cannot say you make the wrong decision.
Okay.
What you have to say at that time, I must have sabar. I don't understand why it's good yet. I must have patience. Until something worse is happening. People is belittle you, abuse you. Say example. I give you a simple example. This is easier about getting married. Do we know who is our future husband? From beginning, do we know? No. We have no idea how we're going to end with him sometime. How I end with this guy? If you recap, how this thing happened? Nobody plan, only Allah knows. That's why we call jodoh. Now, if he is not that good, but he did not abuse you, he did not fulfill his response, but he did not abuse you, whatever you do, he honor your right, your freedom, but only he is not that responsible. And you seem to be able to still survive, even he don't support you. Do you think you can still move on as husband and wife? Can. Just have patience. Maybe he need more support. He have a problem. Maybe. But if now he beat you up, he abuse you, do you think you want to stay on or you want to move forward? You can also say, some people are very patient. What can I do? He's my husband. No problem. If she can hold on, give her the support. We can't hold. Sometimes we who are friends, why you like that? Why you so stupid? We also give encouragement. No, man, she can have the patience, let her. But tell her, we are here. You need any help, let us know. That's all you have to. You don't go and put some kerosene. Sometimes we also, now when she goes towards that level, you may just abandon her. Like, now she's alone. Then later on, her husband changed. She got a new one and she changed to be better. What maybe the new one know how to win him over. The old one, he win you over. The new one know how to win him over with all the wisdom, patience, communication, help him. Sometimes things can happen in many. You cannot just be passive and you should know what. Maybe he always forgetful. Come to family, forget. Come with friend, remember. So the family must be very strong. Keep on reminding him. But normally when you're so close, you are very sensitive. True or not? You should understand. I don't have to tell you. Before this, you know everything. Now, you always don't know. Also, it's a test for you. Just an example. It's a test. Example. If you think you can, no abuse. They don't curse you or stop you from doing what you have to do. Your patience still valid. Still valid. It's just like you obey your parent. As long as your parent don't force you to do something against Allah, you can still be with them. When they do that, you have to tell them. You don't have to be rude. Papa, Mama, I'm sorry. I just can't do this. If you say, then leave the house, I leave. If that's what you want, that will please you better. But I'm not going to displease my God. I'm not going to go against Him for anything. And then you have the right to say, okay, I do my migration. So I have to free myself. But my freedom is guided. That's how it goes. You can you still have something to ask?
Yeah, one more is like, how do we explain Qada and Qadr for people who end up as prostitute, drug addicts, as example?
Yeah. Do you think they choose their life to be like that? Sometimes we don't even know. Somebody just started with the easy, no responsibility. I enjoy, you enjoy, I got money. Not the best business. They're the best business, fastest business. They call body business. While I'm enjoying, I got paid. You also enjoy, but you have to pay me. The drug, all these are bad. Of course, it's bad. But maybe because they are not guided. A lot of people are involved now in this kind of thing. Because they got the idea that fast money. And so they got, in a way, misguided. We have to help them. That's why Muslims must always get involved in amal ma'ruf nahi munkar. Talk to them. Let them think, do you think this is the better way of getting money? Do you know there's other way? Do you believe in your honor, your dignity? Do you think money is everything? Everybody must start to talk. And then maybe they start to think and they change. They can change. You cannot say, Allah Qada, I be prostitute, what can I do? What can you do? You know what you can do. Whether you want to change. That's why Allah said, Allah will not change the condition of anyone until that person want to change. But if you try, you just can't. And then you can say, no, I have tried. Sometimes people don't change. Do you know why? Because the environment don't help them to change. People still curse them, belittle them. That woman, oh, but she have changed. No lah, you think she changed? Now you are pushing them. You are pushing them again. That's why in Islam, one of the best way to make changes is migration. Move to another environment. If you're in the environment, people always encourage you, the bid'ah is still okay, don't worry. Then you cannot stay in that environment. Then you'll be confused. Then you may follow them. You have to stop and move to an environment. They only teach you about Quran and Sunnah. Then you will just follow Quran and Sunnah. If not, you're confused. We know this. All of us are exposed to this. Right? You go home, you go to your family, and it's okay. And then you are always with them. You follow their classes too, and then by you bringing them to they are bringing you back to the traditional way. Example. This is just an example. So, like I said, if you feel that that person who are having this problem don't understand, and we do not know how to make them understand, you can bring them to us when we are around and let us help each other, inshallah. Brothers and sisters, before we end, just a reminder, announcement about the AKY activities, the youth activities about heroes. This is the camp that we are organizing in December this year. So whoever have children, grandchildren age of 12 above, they can register at the office. It's important because we are trying our best to reinforce the right value of Islam to our children, that Islam is easy, Islam is practical, rational. There's a lot of fun in Islam, because people thought Islam has no entertainment, no fun. We are telling them, we are going to show them that being a Muslim, you can do a lot of things. So, but guided. So those who don't have any more children that age, from 12, even from 10 years old, normally if they are home alone children, we don't mind to accept them. That means they have been used to be alone. Because the worst thing is when this come to night time, Mama, Papa, and that is a bit difficult, And that kind of children a bit difficult. We have children even 10 years old, but they are very independent, alhamdulillah. So if you don't have children, you want to sponsor some other children, then let us know. We also will look for some children who are not well off, their parents don't have the means, then we can sponsor them. And then inshallah, whatever they gain, you will also be rewarded by Allah Rabbul Alamin for your sacrifice, to send them to us, inshallah. You can register this, inshallah, at the office. Last question from the brother. Now, plural Islam. I was asking them also, what do they mean by plural Islam? Plural Islam means they say everything is the same. All religion is the same. And that is how the plural Islam come in. So if they don't believe now, you say only Islam is true. Is that correct? Is that correct? You know what I say to them? Not with them, I say to their family. They say, the family feels it. I will agree with them. I stop there. Can you agree with them? If you say all religion is the same, yes. The religion from Noah, from Abraham, to Moses, to Jesus, is the same. The divine religion is the same. Man-made religion is not the same. So we don't know what are they referring to yet. So we cannot jump to conclusion. When people say something, you must have an open mind to understand what they say first. They may want to say Judaism, Christianity. Okay? We say every heavenly religion is the same. Sometimes it is just understanding. Of course, we believe in Moses, we believe in Torah, we believe. But is that a different religion? No, it's the same religion. But it was revealed to different prophets. But that is the plural Islam. I'm a Muslim, but I accept every religion. So they don't have the right understanding. They must zoom into وَمَنْ يَبْتَغِي غَيْرَ الْإِسْلَامَ دِينًا فَلَنْ يُقْبَلَ. But before you go to that area, you must make them understand, yes, I agree. But what kind of religion that you can accept? Inshallah. So next time if we argue with you, you don't just get panic. Wow, haram, shirik. No. It's a matter of word. They misunderstood certain terms. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.